Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day. I got a few requests to do a Valentine's Day look, so let's get ready. If you want to see how I go from this to this, just keep watching. I'm going to start with my hair. I'm simply brushing it out. As you guys know, I have natural hair, but I usually straighten it, and in between washes, I use this dry shampoo just to get it back to its fluffiness and degrease it a little bit, and I just brush it out. So I go ahead and I add some moisture back into my hair with some argan oil of Morocco, and I really get it into my roots and my scalp, and I go ahead and get all of that in there. Then I use some Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine because I am going to be curling it and I want it to be really, really sleek and shiny. There you go. I go ahead with some Garnier Flat Iron Spray because that's what I'm going to be using. And now we're going to parting. I like a side part, but you can go ahead and part your hair however you want. And I'm going to go ahead and section it off into 4 sections. After I have that, I'm going to flat iron my hair with some heat, flat iron, and then I'm going to use the large foam rollers to give it some shape and have that set while I do the rest of my look. So I go ahead and take that and give it a nice curl and bend and clip it with the foam roller, and I go ahead and continue that throughout all the sections and throughout my head. As you can see, I continue going around. This is me finishing off this section. You can do them, the big ones give you more volume, so you can, curl it however you want in which direction you want. As long as I have my part in, the way the curls go, honestly, I don't put them all in the same direction. I kind of like it a little bit messy. So the smoke, don't mind it. It's because of the product in my hair. Trust me, my hair is not burning off. So I'm just showing you the last one once I have all of it done. And these big foam rollers give it volume and it'll set. And then we can just go ahead and move on. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my brows. I've already moisturized my face. I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Skinny Brow Pencil. And I'm going ahead and I'm shaping up my brows. I usually don't do this on camera, but why not today? It's Valentine's Day. So I'm going ahead and shaping them out. I tweeze my brows in between waxes. I get them waxed probably like once every few months because my hair grows back slow. And then I'll tweeze any strays if they need to be tweezed. But I go ahead and create my shape with the Skinny Brow Pencil. I like this pencil along with the NYX pencil and the ABH Brow Wiz. Doesn't really matter. And then to get them glam for Valentine's Day, I'm going to carve them out with some Bare Minerals concealer. This is the correcting concealer in the shade Dark 20, if I'm not mistaken. So I go ahead and I'm going to carve them out and blend that out. After I do my brows, I'm going to take 3 primers, my Rimmel Stay Matte, my Makeup Forever Mattifying, and my Milani Mattifying, and put all 3 of those on my face because why not? We want a nice matte face for our date. And I'm going to go ahead and spray with some Scandinavia Primer Spray as well. I'm taking this new Milani foundation, which I'm really enjoying it. And I have 2 shades. So I'm putting the lighter shade in the middle center of my face. And then I'm taking the slightly darker shade and putting it around the edges. Honestly, if I was in store and I was swatching both of these, both of them could work for my skin. But since I bought 2, I'm going to make use of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put those 2 on my face. And we're going to blend them out with a damp beauty blender, just like so. Once we have our face all blended out, I'm going to go in with some NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and just add some light to where I want to highlight my face. I'm going to take my lighter shade of the 2 and highlight under my eyes, and then take the slightly darker one and go down my nose on my forehead, on my chin, and my Cupid's bow. And we're going to go ahead and take a beauty blender and blend that out as well. Once that's all blended out, I'm going to take my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the light shade, and I'm going to pack it on, bake it on my face for a little bit. I'm using a brush instead of a beauty blender to put it on because it's pressed. And then I'm going to take my Milk Chocolate shade and very lightly dust around the parts that I'm not baking, just to blend everything together. I'll leave the baking part to look like that for a second while I do my eyes. So I'm going to put a little bit of Urban Decay Primer Potion on. I'm using ColourPop shadows, and they do well without primer. So my brow highlight, though, I'm taking from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. This is Molasses Chip, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight under my brow. So I'm going to go in with ColourPop's shade in Cornelius, and that's going to start in my crease. It's a light shade, but it's going to help transition the other colors. It's going to go right into my crease, and I'm going to go ahead and top that with a darker shade, and that's going to be Bandit from ColourPop. Then with my finger, I'm going to take this deep plummy shade called Central Perk. Thumbs up if you know that name. Central Perk, and put that on the outer and inner parts of my lid. We're going to go for a little halo eye here. I've been loving that style. And I'm going to go ahead and take Drift, also from ColourPop, and pop that right in the middle with my finger. These shadows work really well with your finger or a brush, doesn't matter, but I like the finger. And then I'm going to blend it out, just blend out the edges a little bit with my brush and a little bit more of Bandit, and go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to top it, just add a little glitter, with the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow in Soiree, just to give it a pop of glitz and glam. Right there, putting that on there. So I'm going to dust off my bake, and line my rim with some black. This is an Urban Decay pencil. I think it may be 0. It's a double-ended pencil. And I'm going to take, this is actually a highlighter from ColourPop, and this is Avalon. And I'm going to put just the smallest amount in my inner corner. Just the smallest amount. And now you're about to witness me do, no, not yet. I'm getting ahead of the game. I'm putting some Bandit under my eye, just smudging it under my eye. Now you're about to witness, nope, not yet. I'm smudging a little bit more under my eye of Central Perk. Come on, get to my favorite part of this video. Now you're witnessing the best wing I've ever applied on camera. You know me putting my eyeliner on camera is a struggle. And just look, aren't you proud of me? Check this out. Oh my goodness. Go, Candace, go. That's the Kat Von D liner and Trooper. Put it on both of my eyes. And now we're going to curl our lashes, and we're going to apply your favorite mascara. I'm using Milani Grandissimo, and then your favorite lashes. And I'm using the Eylure Vegas Nay lashes. I think that's Shining Star. So I'm going to contour with my Black Radiance Contour Palette. Get those cheekbones nice and sculpted. Tell my mom her pants aren't wrinkled. All right, moving along. Do my forehead. Beautiful. Now, for my blush, I'm taking this NYX Ombre Blush, and this is in the shade Nude to Me, and I'm going with more of the bottom part of the ombre, not so much the top part, but the bottom part of the ombre, and put that on my cheeks. It gives a great glow, as you can see. And I'll go back and forth with it because I may have put too much. You'll see in a sec. And I'm going in with ColourPop's Avalon as a highlighter, which that's what it is. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply it with my finger first. up on my high cheekbones there. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques brush and blend it out. This is a really beautiful highlighter, but of course, for me, that's not going to be enough glow. I'm then going to take MAC's Global Glow and pack that on right over top of it. Yes, come through highlight. I'm going to take a little bit more blush to cover up the highlight right on the tops of my cheek, of the apples of my cheeks. Looks great, but I'm like, something's missing, something's missing, something's missing. So then I take a little bit of raisin and I throw that on top. I was just going back and forth with the blush and highlight game. I don't know. Looking good, but then I'm like, I don't know. So I take a little bit of pressed powder and put that over top, and I'm like, that's it. Got it. Boom. Talking to myself. All right. Candace, still highlighting. All right, yeah. Okay, you are. All right. Up, down the nose. Great, great, great. We are going to be a disco ball. Excellent, excellent. No shame in my game, though. We're going to go ahead and set everything with some Model in a Bottle. This crap stinks, but it works. And then we're going to line our lips with our Milani lip pencil. And we're going to go ahead and apply a lippy. So I'm going to line my lips. You want your lip liner, especially with dark lipsticks, it'll help it not fade or bleed. And Milani's lip liners are really, really great for the price. And I love the way they apply. They're smooth and creamy, and they're retractable, so you don't have to sharpen it. This lip liner is really, really good. And I'm just blending it out with my finger. And then I'm going to apply my lipstick. This is the LA Splash liquid lipstick. This is from the Day of the Dead collection, and this is in the shade Valentina. And if I didn't tell you the lip liner, it's called Sugar Plum. I'm sorry, from Milani. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on. These have a metallic finish, like a matte metallic finish, and they're really, really pretty. And I just didn't want to do a red lip or a pink lip, so I went with this burgundy type lip. Still pretty for Valentine's Day. Everyone was doing a pink theme, and I didn't know quite where to go with that. So I figured, this is what you got. Let's take these rollers out. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out. About them being so big, if your hair is longer, you'll get more of a curl. Mine's more of a bend, bouncy kind of situation. You'll see that as I get them all out. So really a lot of volume. Yeah, if your hair is longer, to be more curl, but you can see here they're not tight, obviously, but they're definitely voluminous. And really the hair is lifted from the roots when you use these rollers, and that's what I wanted. So I'm gonna flip my hair over and give it some hairspray, and then just take the fingers and style it up as I do. You don't want it too big, but then again, you know, bigger you are, bigger your hair, closer to God. That's what they say. So, boom, there you go. So I really hope you enjoyed this Valentine's Day look. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Leave them down below. Have a safe and wonderful love day. And I love you all. Talk to you guys later. Bye.